Okay, so this is an observation with Cameron Holland on the 20th of the 12th, 2016. Cameron?
Hi, I'm Cameron Holland.
Cool. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is import pictures and just talk me through the process of what you need to do while importing photos into Photoshop.
This is a general task. Okay, so usually I import my photos either by dragging them into the document, into the particular document, but if I were to open them on a new file or so, I would just go into just open, stop, look for the images, that bit's spaced out, sorry.
So what type of file is this? Talk me through that.
This file in particular is a JPEG.
Yeah.
So it's just a photolized file. It's not editable in any way in Photoshop at all. So it's, but once I've edited around what I need to do with this certain file, whether it's to stick a logo on, which is what we usually do.
Yeah, that's fine.
We usually promote some of these images. So this is just a sample image, or a stock image that we've used for Fix's website. And what we'll do is we'll promote Fixes by buying this photo and sticking our logo on it, in a sense.
Okay.
And it sort of gives that evidence of feel and sort of tells people what we're about and how we cater to our audiences. So
talk me through, how would you crop this picture? Say we just wanted the girl, a bit of a tighter image on just the girl. How would you crop an image?
Okay, well, usually I just use the crop tool in the toolbar. Just bring it in like so. If I wasn't happy with it, I'd just drag it from side to side.
Yeah.
If I wanted to make the document bigger, bring it out, obviously you'd lose the photo in a sense, but...
No, that's good. And let's say it was a bit too dark, how would you brighten it up?
Just go... So, usually to brighten up my images I would go into image adjustment, and there's a number of different ways of brightening the image up. So, brightness and contrast is pretty simple. As it gets brighter, you could lower the contrast of it. Or strengthen the contrast of it.
Yeah.
Changing a different type of effect.
Yeah, there's also
Curves. So you could bring...
Okay.
You could bring the light in this way, but in certain areas.
When so what are the sort of things that you, Cameron, like for your clients?
For my clients, recently in the first 3 months, it's been getting used to obviously what the company does, and I've been working closely with one of the members of Fixes. He actually works for a sort of a partnership company called Running Wild, and they help us promote our festival. So he ran through some of the stuff that he wants, and usually a lot of it involves flyers or images for social media, and that will involve taking either an image that's being used from a recent event or a previous event and using it to promote an up-and-coming event.
Okay.
So if I go onto my Google Drive, I'll try and find an example of this. So these are examples of how we would promote some of the businesses on social media.
Yeah. Okay. So what sort of assets did you get from the client here? Was it all like file types?
So file types, basically, our clients don't come to us promoting, asking for specifications. Usually we set the specifications and present them to our clients as a way of them understanding and letting them know when the event is and when it's taking place and where it's taking place. So these images will be
Are they just stock images?
No, these images are taken from the event.
Oh, right, okay. So did the client supply them?
The client has not supplied those, no. On the night of the event, we will attend the event and make sure that they're running smoothly.
Right, okay.
And then our photographer will take these photos and he will stick them on social media.
Right, okay. But you'll have edited them and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What do you need to make sure when you've exported? To export for social media, what sort of file do you need to export? And
well, usually once it's all set and done and the files been finalised and approved by my boss, I will export them into JPEGs, and obviously due to social media and having the rights, you can only present to a certain amount of information, and that information has to be 20% of the image. So these here I've only taken up at least 20% of the image.
okay. Why JPEG? Why is a JPEG a good format?
The JPEG is a good format because it's the easiest thing to export. So and it doesn't require a lot, and as an image, it doesn't need to interact at all in any sense. I mean, if you wanted to promote a flyer or something, it'd be easier to do it as a PSD because you've got to send it off to the printers. But as it's just been stuck on social media, it's the easiest.
Can you show me on Photoshop how you'd export out for a PDF? Say, for instance, you were going to put something on HTML on email. So say, just export that as a PDF for now. We don't actually
export this. You have to export. You can either do a quick export to PDF, export as. It's processing.
Yeah, it's because you're plugged in.
Usually it gives you the format, the file size to export, so JPEGs, PNGs, GFs or SVGs, and this is now we'll do a JPEG, and then if you want I can do a PSD.
No, it's a PDF.
Oh, a PDF, okay.
Yeah.
PDF, so if you want
If you don't know how, that's fine.
So usually, if I wasn't, I would send it in an email later. But if I wasn't sending it as a PSD, I would just send it in this format.
Yeah.
And then reattach it to an email later on. So it would be a Photoshop PSD.
Yeah, PDF.
PDF, sorry. I work with PSDs too much.
Yeah. No, that's cool, and then press save.
And then
That's brilliant.
Just save, and then settings you've changed is the same.